Welcome to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Green. Finds his tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Finds his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire 1st quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
And just does such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Wants to throw on second down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds me of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker at Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys could go sideline to sideline, but they could also blitz. This guy can do it all.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the misfire, now on second down. Back to throw. It's Hill. Going up top. Oh, he's playing with fire. He's picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Campos. Gets away from one, finds room. Hit the afterburners, kid. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Reese.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
The Rebels have taken it inside the 20. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room in it to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. You might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Green. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind.
Lofts one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Huskies! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too.
Afterburners coming. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Feeling some heat. He's got it on the run. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Going deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Husky.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll try the left side. Powers through the defender. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Setting up the screen. At the 45 on his way. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Washington. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
And he's wrestled to the ground. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that is why it's important to have success early in the drive, because you set up third and short. You can throw a slant in your sleep. That's going to get caught. You're going to move the sticks, and that's what the offense was able to do.
The pull and throw off the RPO. At the 35, he's loose. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now second and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Rebels! They take the lead with the 6. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get landed.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This offense has a 2nd down play. Scanning the field, it's Hill. He makes the connection. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down for 38. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Nice. From the 1st down, it sets him up at the 45-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. And the Huskies have this offense rolling. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Hewitt brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Green. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Getting some heat. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
On fourth down, going to the air. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's McBride. They get him down after he makes the catch.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive.
Looking for a huge play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Hill. They've got the screen set up. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the left side. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll test the right side. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He finds his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Back to pass, it's Green. Pressure coming. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebels! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Davey, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he throws another interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them, stagger.
And the defense aim got him at the 27. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Takes his shot. Wide open downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He got it. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Washington, 28.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with me.
Oh, he wants it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure.
He's going for it all. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Hill. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just...
He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Paul? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Second down coming up. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Here comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory.
They're going to open this drive with a pass.
They're up by 28 over Illinois. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the offense on second down. To the air. It's Green. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. On the move is the 30. Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 30. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Here comes the 2-point try. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. from the gun. The running back tries to hit the hole. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. Well, points weren't the issue, guys.